Hello, okay, so this is the closing night film of Grimmfest, Attack of the Adult Babies, which we're about to screen. I'm very pleased to say we have some of the guests here, some of the people that made the film. So can you tell us a little bit about what it's about and how it came about, where the idea for it came from?
It is about... Okay, where it came from is, you know the pre-comic code British comics, oh no, the American comics, the EC comics and all the ones that were banned. Yeah, so they always seem to, it's that American and European view of the English have been, everybody lives in a massive manor house, everybody's wearing suspenders and there's always mad doctors and there's always something massive lives in the cellar, and it's all to do with that. It's an extreme view of the English.
Is it a satirical viewpoint on British society in some way?
Yes.
Very much.
Yeah?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
So it's a satire then? It's a satire?
It's a satire.
Is it even got, I mean, obviously it looks extreme in terms of its visuals. I think there's a lot of kind of blood, guts and gore and all sorts of crazy things going on. But it sounds to me like there may be some kind of, which we'll come to that in a minute, but sounds to me like there's a kind of political undertone to this film?
Well, the only thing is you can tell political stories, but they're very, very boring. So you should be able to tell a political story in an interesting way. And also, you shouldn't have to explain your film in the way that songs are explained. So I like the fact that David Lynch always said, I'm not explaining my film. You would never ask that of a songwriter. You would never ask it. And I like the fact, I wouldn't like to stand there and say it's about, right, Sim, it's about this, it's about this. If you see that bit there, and that pertains to that, and that's an allegory of that, I'd rather not.
But it's certainly a reflection on our society, or the hierarchy of our society, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Well, can you tell us a little bit about the story then in the film, or what happens?
Okay. Did you know anything about what happens?
No, I've got no idea. No, I play the wife of an MP whose house gets broken into, and her and her son and his girlfriend are sent on a quest to find something for these people that broke into the house. And on this quest, we go into this manor house and find all manner, see what I did, of things that go on, and within that the story develops. So it is a kind of family drama that turns into something really extreme. Into a crazy chase film.
I mean, I've seen the trailer for the movie, and it's called Attack of the Adult Babies. So we know that there's a lot of mature men in nappies. I've seen that imagery, and there are nurses.
Yes.
And weird, crazy things go on.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that at all?
No, that's the film.
I also know that there's lots of different kind of filmmaking techniques in this film.
Yes.
So not only kind of straight filmmaking, but I know you've got some animation from Lee Hardcastle.
Lee Hardcastle, we've got some digital animation from, you don't know any of this, will you? So digital animation from Alex Chandon, and then so we bought the rights to a 1930s cartoon, which we chopped up and used that to colour the narration of something else as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds good. So,
and a shit cannon as well.
Yes, and the shit cannon was yes.
I think you had a friend of ours, Sean Harrison, doing like special makeup effects.
Yeah.
There's a lot of makeup effects and gore effects in the film.
Yes.
And shit effects.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean shit bad effects. I mean, you know what I mean.
Real.
So you had to create poo.
Yes, we did. Yeah. But it wasn't just poo. No, you can't. Well, that's very true. But there was like 3 different types of poo. I think there was the poo in the nappies. There was a poo on the face, and then there was.
We could talk about this for a long time.
Yes, we could. Yeah. And then there was a poo that went.
And what did you make your poo out of, or can't you tell? Or is it a trade secret?
No, I'm perfectly happy to say if you want to sell it. Have you got 5 minutes?
Oh, really? Is it that elaborate?
Well, there was sweet corn and Nutella and a little bit of cochineal and all mixed up with a bit of gravy, a bit of flour, so to get it on the face to stick, because it has to be a tacky, pattery type of sticky, tactile feeling to it. But then the stuff that got flown out of the can, you have to have bits of red flecks in there because it's a prolapse with. You did ask. What did you say to me? You asked me. Just asked me.
Can I ask you about the visual style? Was there a particular influence on your? I mean, I've seen the trailer and some beautiful shots in there, and I'm just wondering if there was any particular influence on that, on the visual style, or you had certain decisions on how you wanted to shoot the film.
No, it's more to do with the colour palette, really, and choosing. I know because you're interested in colour palettes quite a lot, and it was just going through with Jeff and using stills from other films and saying which films do you like, which do we not like, and let's make one for ourselves. Like, do we film it in the night time? Do we film it during the day? And then, but that was it. It really was putting a comic book story on film.
So
that was important for us. Yeah. Lots of red lipstick and lots of big. Statements, iconic images. Fat men running around in nappies, and nurses with suspenders.
No, I know, but you have to believe in the script. You have to know that there's something else going on in the script. If you get a script that says you're wearing a nurse's outfit and you're going to be covered in shit, you've got to know that there's something else going on. And that's what was interesting about this script for me as an actor. And I think all the actors that came together, just be tightly serious for a minute. That actually the text of the script was really strong, and the story was strong, and there was something else being said. So you're not just turning up and putting on a nurse's outfit and making a buck. You were doing something quite. I felt we were doing something quite interesting.
Well, I got the feeling this could become quite a cult movie over the next year or two.
I'd like to see it as I like some of the B movies that aren't made anymore in the 70s and 80s that aren't there, that you just think, how did that ever get made? Who would watch that? You would maybe stumble across it and go, who made this and who did? So I kind of quite like them films. And we were lucky that we were totally independent. Even with the other films we've made, we've had somebody on.
So basically, you had your financiers didn't dictate to you what you made.
No, they wanted to know what it was and where it was being made and where the money was going.
Have they seen the movie?
Not yet.
No, they haven't.
So that's that. So yeah.
I'm sure it'll go very well. All right. Well, listen. Thanks for joining us tonight. Looking forward to seeing the movie. Cheers.